والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه. Abdullah, you here?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. You here?
Yeah, I'm here. I was saying assalamu alaikum, but nobody said nothing.
Well, you had muted your microphone.
That's you, my microphone.
Well, when I turned it on, you had muted it, brother. So I don't know. You might have did it on accident, but you did it.
Good.
We reached a point yesterday after talking about the first 120 days where the fetus, the janeen, is a nutfa, thumma alaqa, thumma mudgha, and how no one knows what it's going to become at that time. During those first 120 days, no one knows if it's going to be a boy or a girl. Not even the angels. They just sit and watch its transformation. And then after these 120, yu'maru bi arba'i kalimat. Yu'maru bi arba'i kalimat. They are bi arba'i kalimatin. They are commanded with 4 words. They are commanded with 4 words. Hamada, for some reason you don't have the ability to have a microphone. And Amir, I hope I'm going to turn yours on. I hope you're in a quiet place. Otherwise, if you are, mute yourself, inshallah. طيب. So, فَيُقَالُ لَهُ. فَيُقَالُ له. Yuqalu is the passive, the majhul of yaqulu. Right? Yuqalu, it is said, lahu, to him. Dhakarun, dhakarun, am untha. Dhakarun meaning male. Dhakar, male, am untha, or female. Right? وَإِلَّا قَبْلَهَا. وَإِلَّا here means and except, but we wouldn't really translate it like that. You'll see how in a second, inshallah. وَإِلَّا قَبْلَهَا لَا أَحَدٌ يَعْرِفُ. لَا أَحَدٌ يَعْرِفُ. No one knows. Except, but before that, illa here, but before that, قبلها لا أحد يعرف. No one knows. حتى الملائكة. حتى الملائكة. Even the angels. فبعد الأربعين. فبعد الأربعين. After 40. يزول. Yazulu from zala yazulu, meaning to cease, to go away, to stop. Yazulu ilmul ghaybi an hadha al-janina, an hadha al-janin, an hadha al-janini. Yazulu meaning it goes away. Ilmul ghayb, the knowledge of the unseen. An hadal janeen, from this fetus, meaning is no longer after these 120, right? He says ba'dal arba'in, but he meant the last arba'in, or he meant for ba'dal miya wal ishreen, right? After the 120, la yazulu yazulu ilmul ghayb, then the knowledge of the unseen goes away, it ceases. An hadal janeen. من كونه ذكرا أو أنثى. Koni, from his being. Kon. Kon is like his being. What is he going to be? A dhakar? Or untha? Or an untha? Is it going to be a male or a female? Sa'idan or shaqiyan. This is sukoon. A shadda on it, yeah. Shaqiyan. Right? Or sa'id or shaqi. Is he going to be happy or sad, miserable? Oh, trying to see what's going on here. I see a bunch of in and outs. Oh, ajaluhu. 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 And this is one of them words where you could say it could be ajalihi or ajalahu or ajaluhu. And his lifespan. Ajal is his lifespan. Right? You could say min ajalihi. Going back to the min. Hamad.
No.
If you could mute yourself, or because you don't have a headset or something, it's echoing.
Okay.
Jazakallah khairan. Or you could just say yazulu ajaluhu or something like this. Right? And you could take it back to yazulu, right? That his lifespan is no longer hidden, say from the angels, because the angel was meant to write it. فَعُلَمَاءِ الطِّبِّ فَعُلَمَاءِ عُلَمَاءُ الطِّبِّ
Ulama.
الطِّبِّ علماء فَعُلَمَاءُ علماء, the plural of alam. So the scholars of طِب. طِب is medicine. فَعُلَمَاءُ الطِّبِّ, the scholars of طِب, طِب, of medicine, medical doctors, basically. Right? مُقِرُّونَ مُقِرُّونَ from qaf, ra, or we could say wow, qaf, ra, right? Muqirru, or qaf, ra here is better. Muqirruna. They are in agreement. We had this word many times before. Muqirruna. Right? Iqrar, qarar, muqirruna. They are in agreement. Bi anal janina. Bi anna. With a shadda because it's before now. Bi anna al janina, that the fetus qabla mi'ati wa ishrina yawman, that the janeen, the fetus, before 120 days, right? La yadharu lahum ma naw'ihi, or ma naw'uhu, ma naw'uhu, meaning qabla miyati wa ishrina yawman, before 120 days. La yadharu, from dha ha ra, like dhahir, right? Like the dhuhur, to be apparent and clear. La yadhar, it does not become clear, it's not apparent. Lahum, for them or to them. Ma naw'uhu, what is its type? Meaning dhakaran am untha, meaning male or female. Wa hadha al-hadithu, with this, and this hadith, yadullu alayhi, meaning it points to, it shows, it's evidence for that. بعد المية وعشرين يوما يزول علم الغيب عن الخلق. Then after 120 days, the knowledge of the unseen goes away from the creation. meaning it's no longer from the unseen. Meaning the doctors can go in there and they can see if it's going to be a male or a female after that. The angels at that point know because Allah sent them to write. فَمَنْ عَرَفَهُ مِنَ الْمَلَائِكَةِ. عَرَفَ, to know. Like we had in Thalathatul Usul, Ma'rifa. مِنَ الْمَلَائِكَةِ. Or أَجْهِزَةِ. أَجْهِزَةِ. This is a modern word. أجهزة الطب. أجهزة from Jim Ha Zayd. Right? You have a jihaz. A jihaz is one. It means a machine or equipment. Right? A jihaz could be a telephone. A jihaz could be a TV. A jihaz could be any type of equipment. Right? Whatever your field is. A camera. It could be a jihaz. It could be a piece of equipment. Ajhizat tib. So those medical equipment. Right? Medical equipments. وَنَحْوِ ذَلِكَ. And similar to that. وَنَحْوِ, similar to that. Right? Now we can know. The angels know because Allah sent them to write. And the medical equipment can know. Right? Sometimes even a woman who is skilled in this field can know. A woman who, for instance, she is a midwife. And she's been doing it for 20, 30, 40 years, or she's been doing it for such a long time that she has insight. She could look at a pregnant woman's eyes maybe and say, you're having a boy, you're having a girl. This is true, right? This is something that is known. But it doesn't happen until after, the Shaykh is saying, the 120 days. نقول, we say, نقول ليس هذا من علم الغيب. This is not from the knowledge of the unseen. Right? This is not from the ilm al-ghayb. Then there should be a comma. We would say yajuz. Right? With a comma here. Permissible. It's permissible. Meaning it's possible that a person would know at that point. Amma qablahu. As for before that, فَلَا يُمْكِنُ. فَلَا يُمْكِنُ. يُمْكِنُ. Then it's not possible. وَلِهَذَا قَبْلَ نَفْخِ الْجَنِينِ. نَفْخِ الْجَنِينِ. قَبْلَ, and due to this, or because of this, before the nafkh, the blowing, al-janeen, the blowing of the fetus, meaning the blowing of the spirit into the fetus. Right? Ala sahih, according to what's correct, on the correct. Here means on the correct position. According to what's correct. Yajuzu, it's permissible. Isqatuhu. Isqat, coming from seen, qaf, ta. Saqat, meaning to fall or to drop. So yajuz isqatuhu. Who could tell me what they think that means?
Iqatuhu.
Yajuz isqatuhu. He said, and because of this, before the blowing of the ruh into the fetus, according to what's correct, yajuz isqatuhu. Abu Sumayya says abortion, correct. Yajuz isqat, it's permissible to drop it. It's permissible to let it fall, meaning to get rid of it, right? Yajuz isqatuhu. Right?
Before the blowing. Okay.
Before the blowing. Now, he's not finished yet. He's not finished. So don't just say he gave permission for abortion before 120 days. He didn't say that yet. So let's listen. قبل 120 يوم لضرورة. لضرورة from ضاد را. We had this la darar wa la dirar. We had this hadith in a number of different ways, but we had this hadith which comes in the 40 hadith later on. There's no harm or reciprocation of harm. Lid darura, meaning due to a necessity, due to some harm that might take place, or due to something that might require it because of some harm that might come. If there's going to be some harm, the mother for sure she's going to die if she has this baby. Right? And this is before the 120 days, before the qabla nafkh al-ruh, before the blowing of the soul into the baby. يجوز إسقاطه قبل 120 يوم للضرورة. It's permissible to drop it, permissible to abort it, right? Get rid of it before 120 days. للضرورة, in cases of necessity, due to necessity, due to some harm that might be. أما إذا نفخ فيه الروح. أما, as for, huh?
You said nafakha?
Yeah, because nafakha here is the verb. Here,
Okay.
nafkhi al-janeen is a mudaf ilay. And qabla makes nafkhi majroor. Here, nafakha is a verb. Amma, as for إذا نفخ فيه الروح, if the soul is blown into it, بعد 120 يوما, after 120 days, then here he said on the audio, and the audio is at the top of the playlist, he said, like we'll put a comma here, he said la. Said la, no. إذا نفخ فيه الروح بعد 120 يوم لا, no. أصبح خلق الإنسان, it became a creation, or أصبح الخلق الإنسان, and the creation has become a person. And the creation has become أصبح خلق الإنسان, the creation has become a person. فلا يجوز إسقاطه, so it's not permissible to abort it. Any questions? Hamad, you have a big feedback on your thing for some reason. I don't know if you have a headset or what's going on.
A lot of feedback?
Yeah, when I talk, we can hear the feedback pretty tough. I don't know if the other brothers do.
Okay.
I have a question.
Fadlo, ya Suhaib.
Let me see. I mean, I hear you.
Who does it mean min ajalihi?
You talking about up above?
Oh,
Sa'idin or Shaqiyin?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like I said, this is one of those places where the sentence is so long and he is speaking, he didn't write something in formal Arabic, that this sentence could go back to a number of different ways. A lot of times they differ over, like for instance, فَأَسْنَدَ رُكْبَتَيْهِ إِلَى رُكْبَتَيْهِ وَوَضَعَ كَفَّيْهِ عَلَى فَخِذَيْهِ. Here it says he, his. So he put his knees to his knees, that's clear, right? Because a person doesn't have two sets of knees. But he placed his hands on his thighs, right? On whose thighs? On his own thighs or on the Prophet's thighs? The ulama differ about this. Those people who say the thigh is aura, right? They say no way in the world he would place his thighs on another man's aura, right? And those say no, he was coming, so he placed his hands on his own thighs. Those will say no, thighs aren't aura, and there's other hadith which support that. The Prophet ﷺ was sitting on the edge of the well with his feet dangling, Abu Bakr, his thighs were exposed. Abu Bakr came in. He didn't change his clothes. Omar came in. He didn't change his position or change his clothes. Uthman came in. He found out it was Uthman. He covered his thighs up before he came in. He said, when Abu Bakr came in, Omar came in, you didn't change. You left your thighs uncovered. Uthman came in, you changed. He said, why shouldn't I be shy in front of who Uthman is? Who the angels are in shy in front of? Right? So
Yes.
there's difference of opinion. Did he place his hands on his thighs, the Prophet's thighs, or on his own thighs? You understand? So there comes a point when these things go back to other points. So you could say, let's look at the sentence. فَبَعْدَ الْأَرْبَعِينَ يَزُولُ عِلْمُ الْغَيْبِ عَنْ هَذَا الْجَنِينَ. Then the knowledge of the unseen goes away from this fetus. مِنْ كَوْنِهِ ذَكَرٍ أَوْ أُنْثَى. From his being a male or a female. سَعِيدًا أَوْ شَقِيًّا. Happy or sad. أو أجله. It could be أجله. Could be mansub after kawn. It could be majroor after min. Or it could be like a new independent phrase, أجله. Allahu Alam. You understand?
Yes.
So these things. Go ahead.
You said حتى الملائكة, but I think it's حتى الملائكة before فبعد أربعين. The second line.
نعم أفهم. حتى الملائكة. Because here it's acting as a ظرف, huh?
As harf jar, maybe.
No.
Probably.
Well, the huruf al-jar are limited to, min wa ila wa an wa ala wa fi wa ruba wa kaf wa ba wa kaf wa lam. But we have dhuruf such as ba'da wa fawqa wa. Sheikh Suhaib says hatta al-malaikati, being majroor after hatta. I have to check, but Suhaib knows more than me, so probably so.
I don't know. Last question.
Fadl.
He said أصبح I think it's أصبح الخلق الإنسان. أصبح is from أخوات of كان.
No. Sahih. See, I told you he knows more than me. Right? أصبح الخلق because it's the اسم كان اسم أصبح being مرفوع وخبر كان خبر أصبح منصوب صح. أصبح خلق الإنسان. Then the creation has become a person. فلا يجوز إسقاطه.
خلق إنسانا.
No. Any other questions? Any other questions? No. Okay.
نعم لا.
أبو سمية اقرأ لنا.
فيقال له ذكر أم أنثى وإن قبلها لأحد لا أحد يعرفه حتى الملائكة فبعد الأربعين يزول علم الغيب عن هذا الجنين من كونه ذكرا أو أنثى سعيدا أو شقيا أو أجله فعلماء الطب مقرون بأن الجنين قبل 120 يوما لا يظهر له ما نوعه، وهذا الحديث يدل عليه بعد 120 يوما يزول علم الغيب عن الخلق، فمن عرفه من الملائكة أو أجهزة الطب ونحو ذلك نقول ليس هذا من علم الغيب يجوز، أما قبله فلا يمكن، ولهذا قبل نفخ الجنين على الصحيح يجوز إسقاطه قبل 120 يوما للضرورة. أما إذا نفخ فيه روح بعد 120 يوما لا أسبق خلق الإنسان فلا يجوز إسقاطه.
يلا يا صهيب.
فيقال له ذكر أو أنثى، وإلا قبل لا أحد يعرف حتى الملائكة. فبعد 40 يزول علم الغيب عن هذا الجنين من كونه ذكرا أو أنثى، سعيدا أو شقيا أو أجله. فعلماء الطب مقرون بأن الجنين قبل 120 يوما لا يظهر لهم ما نوعه، وهذا الحديث يدل عليه. بعد 120 يوما يزول علم الغيب عن الخلق، فمن عرفه من الملائكة أو أجهزة الطب ونحو ذلك نقول ليس هذا من علم الغيب يجوز، أما قبله فلا يمكن، ولهذا قبل نفخ الجنين على الصحيح يجوز إسقاطه قبل 120 يوما للضرورة. أما إذا نفخ فيه الروح بعد 120 يوما لا أصبح خلق الإنسان فلا يجوز إسقاطه.
نعم يا عبد الله.
فيقال له ذكر أم أنثى، وإلا قبلها لا أحد يعرف حتى الملائكة فبعد 40 يزول علم الغيب إن هذا الجنين من كونه ذكرا أو أنثى، سعيدا أو شقيا أو أجله. فعلماء الطب مقرون بأن الجنين قبل 120 يوما لا يظهر لهم ما نوعه، وهذا الحديث يدل عليه. بعد 120 يوما يزول علم الغيب عن الخلق، فمن الرافة من الملائكة أو أجهزتي. Right?
Mm-hmm.
أجهرتي هرة الطب.
You said it right the first time. The second 2 times, no. Ajhiza, za. You said a ra.
أجهزتي. That's wrong. Okay. طبي ونحو ذلك. نقول ليس هذا من علم الغيب. يجوز قبله فلا يمكن ولهذا قبل that's نحزي, right? نحزي جنين على الصحيح. يجوز إسقاطه قبل 120 يوما للضرورة. أما إذا نفخ فيه الروح بعد 120 يوما أصبح خلق الإنسان فلا يجوز إسقاطه.
السلام عليكم شيخ.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
On this place, this على الصحيح يجوز, it shouldn't it be يجوز إسقاطه?
No, isqatuhu yajuz. It's dropping it is permissible. It's what is permissible.
Okay. Dropping it is permissible. I'm thinking it should be based on the correctness. It is permissible to.
Okay, what's the file?
And if it is to,
what's the file?
So what I'm thinking is there is an that is hidden in between this. So it should be yajuzu and isqatuha. Am I right?
No, and comes before a verb. It doesn't come before a noun.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And yajuz, where's the file? He
The
is
file
permissible?
is
The thing permissible.
Huh?
The thing which is permissible, that becomes
what
a
is
file.
permissible? Is it like uwa? It's
Isqat.
Yeah, but isqat is your file. The abortion is permissible.
okay. Yajuzu isqatuha. Isqatuhu.
Sah ya Suhaib.
Yes.
Nah.
ثم يرسل إليه الملك. Then an angel is sent to him. فينفخ فيه الروح. And he blows into him الروح, the soul. ويؤمر بأربع كلمات. And he is ordered with 4 words. Right? He is ordered with 4. Oh, Hamad. Subhanallah. Abu Sumaya chimed in and made me forget you, man. تفضل.
الحمد لله.
تفضل.
نعم. فيقال له ذكر أم أنثى وإلا قبلها لا أحد يعرف حتى ملائكة فبعد 40 يزول علم الغيب عن هذا جنينا من كونه ذكر أو أنثى سعيدا أو شقيا أو أجله فعلماء أجل
فتح on the جيم.
أجله علماء الطب مقرونة بأن جنين قبل 120 يوما لا يظهر لهم ما نعوه، وهذا الحديث يدل عليه بعد 120 يوما يزول علم الغيب عن الخلق، فمن عرفه من الملائكة أو أجهزة الطب ونحو ذلك، نقول ليس هذا من علم الغيب يجوز، أما قبله فلا يمكن، ولهذا قبل نفخ الجنين على صحيح يجوز إسقاطه قبل 120 يوما للضرورة، أما إذا نفخ فيه روحي بعد 120 يوما لا أصبح خلق الإنسان فلا يجوز إسقاطه.
نعم. الله يبارك فيك.
Yeah.
It says, ثم يرسل إليه ملك, then an angel is sent to him. This is from the Hadeeth, so we went through this already, right? فينفخ فيه الروح, so he blows into him the soul. فيؤمر بأربع كلمات, and he is ordered with 4 words. ينفخ فيه الروح, he breathes into him the soul. بعد أن كان جامدا, after he was after أن كان جامدا, after he was jamid. Jamid is something that you call like an object, an inanimate thing, right? Jamid, something which basically it wasn't something with a life, right? It wasn't something with a life. It was jamid. I'm looking for a word right now. Motionless, right? Basically like that. After it was jammed, it was an inanimate object. It was just an object. It was, it wasn't. There was no movement. There was no nothing. There was no life in it, right? Right. فيتحول from ha waw lam, yatahawalu, that's the root, ha waw lam, tahawala yatahawalu, to transform or to change, to transform, to exchange. When you go to the money exchange, you change your money from dollars to dirhams or dollars to riyals, right? From the same root. Yatahawalu, he changes min jamadin, from this jamad, from this object, from this motionless, defective object, illa the ruhin, to the ruh, meaning the possessor of a soul, something which possesses a soul. The ruhin, something which possesses a soul, meaning something that's now alive, in a live being, right? The ruh. The ruh is from the Asma'ul Khamsa. Ab, wa akh, wa ham, wa fam, wa dhu. Right? Means the owner of or the possessor. When it becomes mansub, it becomes that. When it becomes majroor, it becomes the. Right? Hada, hadihi. This dal is similar to that, right? But that's part of another word. Ab, akh, ham, fam, dhu. So the is majroor after illa. Right? Fala yajuzu. He says, Fala yajuzu. Get my pen back. Fala yajuzu. Fala yajuzu izhaqu nafsihi. Right? The izhaq is similar to isqat from zahaqa, zayhaqa, with the similar meaning of isqat. Here, meaning abortion for us, right? To get rid of it, to extract it, to drop it, right? And isqat is to drop. Zahaqa is to destroy it, basically, right? To destroy it, meaning to have the abortion, to annihilate it. Izhaqu nafsihi, meaning this is mudaf ilayh, the destroying of itself. La yajuz, meaning here again, like we said, it's just another way of him saying the isqatu nafsihi, the destroying of the soul or of itself, meaning to kill it, to abort it. وَمَنْ تَعَمَّدَ, and here you go, we'll put a fatah on this one for you, Ya Aba Sumayya. مَنْ تَعَمَّدَ إِسْقَاطَهُ عَلَيْهِ الدِّيَةِ. من تعمد from Ain Mim Dal, right? Ta'ammada, meaning to do it intentionally. Mu'tamidan, to do it intentionally. Amdan. Ain Mim Dal, intentionally. Ta'ammada, yata'ammadu. Whoever intends, intentionally, purposefully, isqatahu, the dropping of it, the abortion of it, right? Alayhi ad-diya, upon him is diya, the blood money, that punishment that you pay for killing someone, right? Ad-diya. You have this diya, which I don't know any other better way of just say blood money, right? Ad-diya, this blood money. You have to pay blood money. So you have to pay it to the father, right? Ghurratun, Abdun O Ama. Ghurra from Ghain Ra. Ghain Ra. Right? Meaning?
Yeah, shut down the Ra.
Ghurra. No. Meaning, Ghurra can mean at the beginning, but here it doesn't mean the beginning. Trying to figure out how to translate it here. I don't know how to translate it here.
I have esteemed. I'm not sure that's it.
Ghurratu abdin ama. It means if it's a slave or a slave woman who did this abortion, right? Yani ushra diyatahu. Then they pay a tenth. Ushra is a tenth. Ushra diya. So if a slave girl does it, right? If she does it, they don't have the same rulings as us, right? They don't have the same rulings as us. But Ghurra here, I don't really know how to translate it here.
Alhamdulillah.
Yarhamakallah. I'm looking. Anyway, the meaning of it here is if it's a slave if it's a slave person, then they pay a tenth. They don't pay the same as we pay, right? But I don't know what the word Ghurra here means, so that's what I'm having a problem with. And I read it the other day and I had no problem, but in my head now I got a problem. I don't know why. Inshallah, we'll figure that Ghurra out. Inshallah ta'ala. I'm sorry.
Diyatihi.
Diyatihi mean ushra. Diyatihi. Diya is the blood money. They pay a tenth of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They pay a tenth of the blood money. They don't pay the same. Right? Let's read this so I can turn the page down, inshallah. I'm sorry. ثم يرسل إليه يا أبا سمية.
ثم يرسل إليه الملك
الملك an angel.
ثم يرسل إليه الملك فينفخ فيه روحه ويؤمر بأربع كلمات.
فينفخ فيه what?
فينفخ فيه روح.
Ruh is the object. What is he blowing again? He's blowing in the verb.
ويحمل بأربع كلمات. ينفخ فيه روحا بعد أن كان جامدا فيتحول من جماد إلى ذي روح فلا يجوز إزعاق نفسه ومن تأمد إسقاطه عليه الدية. قرة عبدي أو أمتي يعني. This should be Ishru. Is it Ashru? Okay, Ashru. دياتي.
ثلث والربع والخمس والسدس وهكذا والسبع والثمن والتسع وأشر.
أشر دياتي.
يلا يا سهيب.
ثم يرسل إليه الملك فينفخ فيه الروح ويؤمر بأربع كلمات. وينفخ فيه الروح بعد أن كان جامدا فيتحول من جماد إلى ذي روح فلا يجوز إزحاق نفسه ومن تعمد إسقاطه عليه الدية. غرة عبد أو أمة يعني أشديته.
نعم يا عبد الله.
ثم يرسل إليه الملك فينفخ فيه الروح ويؤمر بأربع كلمة ينفخ فيه الروح بعد أن كان جامدا فيتحول من جماد إلى في روح فلا يجوز إزهاق نفسه ومن تأمل إسقاطه عليه الدية غرة عبد أو أمتي يعني أسرى دياته.
نعم. حماد.
ثم
Not
يرسل.
diyat. 1 second. Not diyatihi, Abdullah. Not diyat, but
Okay,
diyatihi.
ديته.
تفضل أبو حماد.
ثم يرسل إليه ملك فينفخ فيه روحا ويؤمر بالأربع الكلمات ينفخ فيه روحا بعد أن كان جامدا فيتحول من جامد إلى ذي روح فلا يجوز إزهاق نفسه ومن تعمد إسقاطه إليه الدية غروط عبد أو أمة يعني عشر ديته.
نعم. Okay, I figured it out. غرة is the generic term for slave. غرة, abdun or amma, a slave, male or female. Basically, that's what he's saying. Al-ghurra or ghurratun, that's a slave. It doesn't mean male or female, it just means a slave. Abdun or ammatun, male slave or female slave. So ghurra means slave. Yaktubu, here this is a mistake. This is a mistake. Bi katbi should be a bat. Bi katbi rizqihi wa ajalihi wa amalihi wa shaqiyyan am sa'id. And he writes these things for him. Right? Yaktubu. Ajalihi. No. بكتب أجله وبكتب عمله وبكتب شقي أم سعيد. Right? That's from the Hadith. You can go back to the Hadith.
Yeah.
He says, Yaktubu ala rizqi. He writes on the provisions, meaning he writes concerning or about the provisions. Al-aklu, eating. Al-aklu wa shurbu, and his drinking. Right? Al-amalu, al-ajalu. Right? His deeds and his actions. You could say fathas here all the way across, right? You could say fathas on the ends if you want it and make them mansub, right? You could say ya'kul al-akla wa shurba wal amala wa ajala, no problem. Yaktub, what? He writes his eating, his drinking, his actions, his lifespan. He could also say ala yaktubu ala akli wa shurbi wa amali wa ajali. You could say that. Or you could say al aklu wa shurbu wal amalu wa ajaluhu yaktub. Or like this. You could do it this way or that way. Right? He writes on his provisions, from his provisions, his eating, his drinking, his deeds, his lifespan. Fadalla. Fadalla. From dalil. Dalla. So it points, or it's an evidence. It shows. Ala an al mota. How do we know this is anna and not an? Because it's a noun.
No.
Ala an al mota qaribun min al insan. It shows us that death is close to mankind. Death is close to a person. Yaktubu ar-riz yuktabu asif yuktabu. And if you put yuktabu here, yuktabu ala rizqi, you can make this all dhammas like I was saying, right? No problem. If you make it yaktubu, then he writes on it, you can make a mansub. Yuktabu being majhul, they go back and become marfu. No problem, this way or that way. Yuktabu ar-rizqu, his provision is written. Mata sayamut, when he's going to die. Mata, when. Sa, meaning in the future. Yamutu, he dies. Sayamut, he will die. Mata sayamut, when he will die. Fadalla ala anna, because hayat is a noun. Ala anna hayatahu laysat tawilatan. Mansub after laysa. Right? We could change that to laysa bi tawilatin, and it would become, right, majroor after the bi. But here it doesn't have the bi. So laysa tawilatan. Laysat tawilatan. That it fadalla alla anna hayatuhu laysat tawilatan. That his life is not long. That his life laysat tawilatan, is not long. Right? Wa amaluhu min a'malin salihatin aw fasidatin. And his actions are from and his actions from the righteous of them or the evil of them, or the righteous actions or evil actions. Just a'mal is not repeated. Right? Yuktabu amaluhu or yaktubu amalahu. Either one. Washaqiyyan or sa'idan. And these are, you could make these marfu'. Yuktabu shaqiyyun or sa'idun. It's written, he's happy or he's sad. Or he's miserable, shaqiyyun, miserable, doomed, or sa'idun, happy. Kafirun or muslimun. If he's going to be a Muslim or a kafir. Because the shaqi or the sa'id, it doesn't necessarily mean in this life, even though it's part of it. It means in the hereafter more so than anything. Is he going to be from those in paradise or hell? Right? Not about is he going to be, happy with toast and jelly or not. Not even though that's part of it. The main thing, shaqiyun aw sa'id, meaning in the hereafter. Any questions?
No.
Let's read that, and then we can possibly stop because I know Sohaib has to go. Sohaib, go ahead and read first. You're furthest on the time zones.
بكتب رزقه أو وأجله وعمله وشقي أم سعيد يكتب على الرزق الأكل والشرب والعمل وأجله فدل على أن الموت قريب من الإنسان. يكتب الرزق متى سيموت، فدل على أن حياته ليست طويلة، وأمله من أعمال صالحة أو فاسدة، أو شقي أو سعيد، كافر أو مسلم.
Jazakallah khairan. We'll meet tomorrow, inshallah, for the remainder of this hadith. Jazakallah khairan. Yeah,
إياك.
Hamad, I think you're at work, man. Go for it.
بكتب رزقه وأجله الأمله وشقي أو أم سعيد. يكتب على رزق الأكل والشرب والعمل أجله، فدل على أن الموت قريب من الإنسان. يكتب الرزق متى سيموت، فدل على أن حياته ليست طويلة، وعمله من أعمال صالحة أو فاسدة، وشقي أو سعيد، كافر أو مسلم.
Jazakallah khairan. Ya Sumaya.
بكتب رزقه وأجله وعمله وشقي أم سعيد. يكتب على رزقه الأكل والشرب والأمل وأجله، ودل على أن الموت قريب من الإنسان.
قريب أو قريب؟
قريب
نعم.
من الإنسان. يكتب الرزق متى سيموت، فدل على أن حياته ليست
أو حياته
ليست طويلة، وعمله من أعمال صالحات أو فاسدة، وشقي أو سعيد، كافر أو مسلم.
نعم. جزاكم خير. يا عبد الله.
بكتب رزقه وأجله وأمله وشاكي أو أم سعيد. يكتب على الرزق الأكل والشرب والأمل وأجله، فدل على أن الموت قريب من الإنسان. يكتب الرزق متى سيموت، فدل على أن حياته ليست طويلة، وأمله من أعمال صالحة أو فاسدة، وشاكي أو سعيد، كافر أو مسلم.
Allah yabarak fikum. So, inshallah ta'ala, we got like a little over one page left. in this hadith, and we finish in basically around a page and a quarter, a page and a half a day. So inshallah we should be able to finish this hadith tomorrow. Bi-idhnillah ta'ala. Inshallah I will send out the translation when we finish it, inshallah ta'ala. طيب. جزاكم الله خيرا. أراكم غدا إن شاء الله. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.